Hi, I'm Jade.
Hi, I'm Julia. This is our podcast where we bring multiple topics to our picnic.
Our topics range from funny stories to real life topics that need to be addressed.
So don't forget to grab a drink.
And join us at our picnic. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Picnic Podcast with Jade
and Julia.
Today we are doing hypotheticals. I thought this would be fun to do because it's like genuine, like silly situations, but you have to actually think about them. Like actually think about if you would in real life do said thing or want said thing, right? But how was your week?
I had a good week, busy. I literally just saw you 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So we're filming. So when you guys see this, it will be a different week. But we're filming a lot of episodes in 1 week because we're going on vacation, trips, and
So if we're wearing the same outfits next episode, you know why.
oh my gosh, I totally forgot.
I didn't. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Because my makeup's gonna be the same, and this is like not very.
I mean, at least we gave them a heads up.
Yeah, we're gonna be wearing
Sorry,
the same
guys.
thing, so just be prepared for that.
We're working women.
Yeah,
But we're doing double episodes this week, so I've been pretty busy.
yeah.
Just getting stuff done. That's it. Honestly, my week has been kind of boring.
I've been very busy, like filming for my own channel and this channel, and trying to get everything uploaded.
And you just finished production, didn't you?
Yeah, I finished on Sunday when we
Good.
filmed the last podcast that went out last week. It's like a few days ago.
It's
Like
called
literally
Unpopular Opinions.
yesterday since we're filming this, but a week ago for y'all. So
Oh yeah. Wow, that's insane.
yeah.
Basically, we're like time jumping.
Yeah.
Without actually like.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I think we should get straight into it because I think these are funny.
Hypotheticals. Okay.
Okay, the first hypothetical I have is: would you go out with a vampire? Would you?
Okay, a few questions. One, does he have to suck my blood?
No, he doesn't have to suck your blood.
Would he?
If you want him to, but that's also up to him. If he can control his like cravings to not like kill you.
Oh. Well, I love a toxic vampire man, so honestly, I would say yeah.
Really? Me thinking about it like truthfully, would I want to deal with all of that? I don't think so. Like if we had been hanging out and he was like, I gotta tell you something. I really like you and I want you to be my girlfriend, but I can't hold this secret. And I need to tell you, I'm a vampire. I'm gonna be like, I'm not sure I'm ready to deal with all the stuff that comes with you being a vampire because it's not just you now. Now I have to.
And he lives forever, so like there's literally no escaping him ever. And if he's
like-
ugly, then oh well, you're stuck.
No, it was like when Bella was having those dreams about being an old woman and Edward was still like 17 years old.
But like that's like kind of good. Like if you are into like if you're like a cougar kind of and you're like Gilfy.
No, I wouldn't want that either. I wouldn't want to be 45 and you it looks like I'm dating a 22-year-old. Like that's not a bob.
I'd be like, you keep me youthful, babes.
But truthfully, he's 300 years older than me. But I don't want
Ew,
that.
yeah. I mean, the only thing I feel like I would struggle with is if he was like, "Can you keep my secret?" I have the biggest mouth in the world. Like, if even when people now they're like, "Can I tell you a secret?" No, like, please don't tell me.
We also got to think about it. You may not be a vampire when you start, but if you're going off of every vampire fiction,
oh, I would want to be a vampire like the next moment.
That's what I'm saying. Eventually, you are going to become a vampire regardless if you want to or not.
Oh, I would want to. I'd be like, "Turn me, baby." Wow.
Okay, so
wait, are we gonna get copyrighted for the music playing?
I don't think the mic should pick it up.
Okay, just had to make sure.
Hopefully, we'll sit extra close. But if you had superpowers, like any superpowers, would you actually become a hero, or would you just be like a normal person and use your superpowers for like what you want to do?
Ew, no. First, let me ask you, what superpower would you want to have?
See, I was thinking about this when I wrote this, and I was like, I want the power to be able to go through objects. Or like, okay, so like I was doing this thing where we had to like create our own superpowers, and the superpower I came up with was the power to it's yes, go through objects, but it's also to be able to like isolate different parts of your body. So like my my legs and arms and everything is able to go through the object, but my arm is still solid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I'm passing the wall, but my arm can't because I kept it solid. Like that power, where you can also like, if I wanted to, I could pop my head through, but the rest of my body's still solid.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
So,
Mm,
but
so
what's your
would
power?
you be a hero with that?
Well, I want to know what your power is first.
Oh well, I would low key want to be like Spider Man type thing. Like I want to fly.
Well, his power,
I
his
mean, honestly, I just want to be like a fight. I feel like that kind of goes into like a different topic because I would want to be like Spider Man where he like fights crime and he can fly. I mean, he like
well,
webs.
he has all the power that a spider has.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to be a spider then. I guess.
You want to be a Spider-Man.
I mean, I think I would want to be like a Spider Man type thing, but also I think I would want to have like a villain arc. Cause like Loki, like I feel like that's me kind of.
To be a villain.
No, like I wouldn't be a villain, but like I would be like, here's basically my storyline. Okay. I was chilling with my friends and we were just like vibing, chilling, like, chilling. And we all separated for the night. So I'm walking home and all of a sudden I see something in the alley and I'm like, oh, are they giving tickets out? Don't ticket me, sir.
Well, we haven't
And
been
then,
here 2 hours, so
oh
it's
yeah.
fine.
So there, I'm walking home, right? And I see this
Mhm.
like glowy thing in like an alleyway and I'm like,
You wouldn't run from it.
no, we go see it.
Okay,
I'm like,
yeah,
okay, like let me go see.
that tracks.
That does make a lot of sense for me. And I go and I'm like looking at it and it just jumps on me. I'm like, "Ugh." And then yeah, so basically the next morning I wake up in my bed, I'm like, oh, what happened? And then I'm like, my yeah, so okay. So basically, like the other villains would have to like kill my mom or something.
Um,
So then I could be like, I hate the city, and then I'd be like, but mom would want me to do better. And then I would start like saving people. Oh,
like right there. There you
then I
go.
would start saving people. I just want to be able to like fight and like swing. So yeah, I'd be Spider Man.
I don't know if I don't think I'd become. I don't think I'd become a superhero.
You'd be a villain too.
No, I would
Oh, that's
not
so
be. No, I
baddie.
wouldn't be a villain. I would just kind of like use my powers in my day to day life.
Like the Thundermans, that Nickelodeon show.
I guess I didn't watch that. That was kind of like when I aged out of watching those TV shows.
I mean, they basically just lived a normal life. Like one of the kids had like super speed, and it was just an everyday thing for them.
Yeah, I would just use my superpowers in my everyday life. I wouldn't become like Spider-Man and save people and make that my obligation and have to work a normal job, but also be saving people at
Oh,
the
I
same
wouldn't work a
time.
normal job. I think that's a
You
little
have
too much.
to. You have. That's what Spider-Man does
Nah,
because
I'm
you have to
unemployed.
pay yourself.
I'm unemployed,
Oh,
Spider
so you
Man.
just live check to
Literally.
check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Live web to web. Yo.
Okay.
After I save people, be like, yo, run me some money.
No, that
You
would.
got $50 on you?
They would not give you
They
money.
just got like murdered. I'm like, yo, you got $50?
No, but I was like, cause what's it called? Cause you would also have to like come up with a super suit and a name, and
No.
like you'd have to eventually tell somebody
I'd
that
be
you're
Spider
super.
Julia and I'd tell my boyfriend.
You would
That's
just
it.
you'd be like Tony Stark, where everyone knows who you are. Iron Man.
Mm,
Everyone knows who he is.
maybe because I wouldn't want people to just like show up to my house and be like, catch these fades, Spider Man.
I mean, I guess because Iron Man is like a billionaire, so
He has like private security or probably something
well,
like
he
that.
lives in like he lives
He lives in a penthouse, doesn't
he
he? And
lives in Stark Tower.
he has that woman. Like these are just zoned out.
No, I'm
Just
thinking
rubbing the
about it.
iPad case.
Oh, I'm just thinking about it. Like he lives in Stark Tower. I was thinking about like, oh well, if you everyone knows who you are,
Yeah.
then if you live in somewhere like Stark Tower, where it's a whole building and it takes floors to get to you.
I mean, yeah. So I want everyone to know.
But also like no one.
Actually, no. I would just want to be a little kid from like New York, just like swinging
Yeah,
webs.
no one
I
knows
just
you
want to be
are.
Spider Man, low key. That's just it.
I mean, he is a cool superhero.
Yeah, I just like that he fights people. I think that's
mean,
kind of
all of them
baddie.
fight
And then
people.
he's just like, bye, and just like
There's
webs away.
there's so many superheroes that fight people.
Yeah, but none of them can like be like, just like
Well,
web
yeah,
'em.
that's his
Or
specific power.
Hawkeye with a boner. He's like,
I'm not really into pop. I was about to say Popeye. I
Popeye.
know Hawkeye. I'm not really into Hawkeye.
I used to think he was so hot when I was like
Really?
7, yeah. But something was I like literally had mental illness. Like something was wrong with me.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
Next question.
Yeah. If you had to live in a castle, would you?
Oh yes,
Like,
100%.
okay, but here's my thinking, right? Because yes, it's a castle,
Mm-hmm.
but like, who are you going to hire to clean all of that? And if you're not
Oh,
going
so
to hire some,
I'm just living in a castle. I'm not like part of a royal family or
yeah, you're
anything.
just living in a castle. You don't get any, but you don't have maids or anything unless you hire them and pay
Oh
them
yeah, no, that's a
to live
lot
on
of
there and do
money.
that.
Well, I would be rich in this scenario because I'm
No,
buying
no,
the
I didn't say
castle.
that it was rich. The castle was gifted to you, like a relative died and left it in your name, and now you have a castle.
God, that'd be so much fun.
And you have two options: you can stay in the castle and have to pay all that money for everything, or you can sell it and get money for the castle. Truthfully, like if
Am
this
I
is
still
happening in
working
real
the
life,
job I have now?
yeah.
Oh yeah, no way. I'm keeping that castle. I'm selling it.
Oh, really?
I work at LA
Well, the
Fitness.
castle is completely paid off.
Oh, I would just have to hire the maids.
Well, here's the thing, right? If the castle, let's say the castle has four wings,
Yeah,
and you stay in one wing of the castle, and then you rent out the other two wings.
I wouldn't want to do that.
I mean, do you know how big a wing is? Basically a house.
Yeah, I would want the entire thing to myself to just know that I'm
But
rich.
I highly doubt you would be using the other wings.
I mean, I also drive a Toyota, so actually, no, I don't want the castle. I would sell it like full amount, and then buy a mansion in
I think I
Miami.
would. I would. I think I would. What I would do is the castle wouldn't be my full time home. I would have a wing for myself, and then I would either rent out. I would rent out the other two wings,
Well,
and
that's smart. Yeah,
yeah, and then I would like when I want to come back to it, I would, you know,
close it off.
yeah, no, 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 not just. I would still live in my one wing. Like that
Yeah,
would be no one would be able to go
yeah,
there.
yeah. I mean, that's really smart. But but if it was like a different scenario, like you've seen Sophia the First. Jesus. Okay. Well, there's a show and the
I
girl.
know the premise. I
Okay,
just
yeah, she
haven't
was
really
just
seen
like
it.
picked to live in the castle. Like her mom got married to the
Sophia
man.
the First.
I think if I was in that situation, I just like got picked in to be in a royal family. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's I. That's ideal.
The whole you're both making contact. It's just
I would love that. Like if it was just like one random day, I got like picked up out of
yeah,
my
but that's
Toyota.
different. We're saying like you right now just all of a sudden
Yeah,
was
no.
inherited a castle.
I would sell it and then buy a house in Miami.
I would use the money that I
Actually,
get
probably
from
Colorado.
the money to I use from rent because it would be a pretty penny, and I would probably, truthfully, at my age right now, if I just all of a sudden inherited a castle,
Yeah.
I would live in with my one wing for a month because I don't have to pay a mortgage. All I'd have to pay
No,
is
you're
like
so right.
the light and the gas bill and stuff and whatever I use in that one wing.
Okay, yeah, no, changing my answer completely. Then I
You
would
weren't
do
thinking about
exactly
that?
what you do.
You weren't
Yeah, I
thinking?
was not thinking about that because I forgot that you could flip that and make a pretty good profit.
Yeah.
I would live there for like a month, and then I
I would
would
like fix it up, buy furniture, make an
yeah,
investment, rent
I
out
would
the
invest,
wings.
rent, then I would have a ton of money, so I'd probably move to Colorado and do like a whole like mansion cabin thing. Oh God, my life would be so bougie.
Yeah, because you could honestly, depending on how much, because that's basically like if you're renting out each wing and each wing was the amount of owning a home, like you're renting out for the amount. I don't know how much people pay in rent, but since it's a castle and that's like renting out a 5 bedroom house,
Oh, you're set.
yeah, so
You're chilling.
I would literally live off of the rent money I got for I guess 2 years so that I can feel free. Like for me, the only way things sink in is through time.
Yeah, no.
So I for 2 years I would just kind of be, done with college, done with all this stuff, done with worrying about like
Yeah.
all of that, and I would just live.
Yeah.
And then I would like start doing
I
stuff.
would throw some insane parties though. Holy moly.
Parties are my
It'd
boss.
be lit.
Okay.
Ew, I can't believe I just said lit. Oh my god. Please cut that out.
Scratch
forever.
that. Reverse it.
Just kidding. Scratch that. Reverse it.
Okay. So, do you think
I love cosplaying.
I do too?
Wait, can I show you my cosplay? Hold my mic.
Okay, I'm curious as to what this is.
Hi there. Do you want a smoothie?
No, I was trying to just like so people they can hear you.
Huh?
They couldn't hear you.
Oh. Hi there. Do you want a smoothie?
Okay, if you like it, I love it.
To each their own.
Okay, here's
Let me
mine.
read one of the questions.
Oh, you want to read one
Yeah.
of my questions?
I can't prepare, guys.
Okay.
Guys, this is a no cursing, all prepared episode. If you had to live in a oh, I already read that. Do you think you could survive Pennywise? Oh God, no. No.
Here's my thing. It's when I really think about it, right? Putting it into perspective. Pennywise preys on your fears. And I'm thinking about like me as a child, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't survive.
I mean,
But me right now, like if he was coming after me right now, knowing what I know now and knowing that he will only really come after you if you're scared of him.
yeah. I mean, knowing, like, yeah, no, what you said is so valid. Me as a kid, I was scared of so many things. So it would definitely be different if I was a kid. But now I feel like I have so much drive and motivation that if I was being chased by a killer clown, it would just piss me off so badly that I would be, like, motivated to go insane and, like, feral and, like, kill this thing.
Well, I'd probably recognize him, his face. I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
can you
Well,
like
also, I have, like, good friends now that I feel like would help me. Like, I would call you up and be like, girl,
you
this
would you,
Pennywise keeps
hey
coming
girl,
after me,
can you help
girl.
me kill a clown? And I'd be like, I'm trying to sleep.
I'd be like, no, girl, like he's in my house, like
Get
he's literally
up,
looking
he
at me. You want
is
to talk to him?
here.
FaceTime, you'd be like, girl, look.
You
He's
just
just like, I was like, hey, say hi.
say hi to the camera.
Maybe making TikToks, be like,
Uh-uh.
bye. Do you want me to read the next one?
Yeah, if you like. I don't remember
If
what it
you
was.
were a werewolf, would you tell people?
Yeah, because like think about it.
What type of werewolf are we talking about?
Are you talking about like universe wise?
Like, is it like Jacob werewolf, where I just be like, and just like turn into a dog?
Whatever you want. You can be a Vampire Diaries werewolf, you can be a Teen Wolf werewolf, you can be a True Bloods werewolf, you can be a Buffy the Vampire Slayer werewolf. Like what universe of werewolf are you talking about? Because each of them go by similar rules but different rules.
I have no idea, but I think I would be a werewolf. Well,
Wait, what was the question? If you were a
this is
werewolf,
so blurry. You took like the worst photo
you're
possible.
already a werewolf. The question
If you
is,
were a
would you tell
werewolf, would you
people?
tell people? Probably. But I wouldn't tell everybody. I would tell only like the closest people to me. So like my mom, my dad. No, I would not tell my dad. My mom, my brother. Sorry, dad, I'm not telling you. But and probably my boyfriend.
I
Because
don't
he would like see me like turn like
know.
absolutely feral on the full moon.
Who would I tell? I don't know, cause that's like
Well, me.
I'd be like, yeah, I guess I'd
Well,
probably tell
actually,
my
maybe you shouldn't
sisters.
tell me.
Why you gonna just
I'd
tell
be like,
everybody?
guys, guess what my friend is?
Okay,
Low key, she's a werewolf.
I tell my sisters.
Yeah, I mean, one time,
Hmm?
I remember it was when Atlanta got hit by a big snowstorm,
I remember that was 2014. I remember because I came home from school early
the snowpocalypse. Yeah.
and I was like I was getting to play in snow. I didn't have to go back to school.
Mm-mm,
No,
I was
because it was 2 weeks.
living.
It was 2 weeks
Yeah.
because I don't remember when it
It
happened.
snowed, and then the next week was
We
like,
had a break,
yeah,
so that was
I think so,
cool.
because it was like near Christmas time, something like that.
Please don't drop my iPad.
Maybe you should grab it
I
or my
paid too
phone.
much money for this.
Bye, literally. And I remember I was outside playing with my brother, and me and my brother, he's my only like sibling, right? That I, that I live with.
Mm-hmm.
So we were playing outside, and this boy, I swear, I'm always gonna be mad at him for this. He like pulls me aside, and he's like, we're playing. He's like, I have a secret, and you can't tell mom. And I'm like, what the like, I'm young, and he's also young, so I'm just like, nah, like he's joking with me, like this boy literally proceeds to tell me that he has powers, and then I can't tell my mom, or I'm gonna be like, it's gonna like make his powers lessen, and he's still gonna get ill, and he's gonna die.
Oh,
My
okay.
brother told me this,
Okay.
and I'm stupid, so I'm freaking the f out. I'm like, no, I gotta tell mom, I gotta tell mom, and I'm like fourth grade at this point. I remember this so clearly.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
freaking
You were
out.
in fourth grade in 2014?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Okay, continue.
Wait, yeah, because I still remember the classroom that I was in.
That's
So yeah, because I
crazy.
graduated 2022, which means I started high school in 18, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, 18, 17, 16, 15. So I was fifth grade.
Okay,
No, I think I was still in fourth
that's
because
crazy.
I'm young for my grade.
Mm.
But literally, this boy tells me that he has powers, and then he proceeds to put ice like snow on his hand. He's like, I can melt it. And I'm like, this fool, like
Using my body heat.
this didn't come out later. He put hot water on his hand and then
Oh,
came outside and was like, look,
but he would.
that stupid liar. And I was so upset thinking that like I was gonna hurt my brother by telling my mom. I remember I went inside, I'm like, Mom,
You snitched.
I did.
Oh
I was
wow.
like, Mom, like Chad's like like he's like my mom's like, spit it out, girl. Like I'm like, Chad has like powers. My mom is just like,
And
yeah,
okay,
and then like my mom made my brother come inside because I was like,
what are you looking at?
I'm gonna go holla at him for you, okay?
That boy looked bare minimum 18.
He was not 18. That's giving. If he was 18, he would not be walking around by himself.
Yes, he's eight. If he's 18, walking around by himself, he can do that for sure.
True. Okay. Yeah, but I was so
But then again,
upset.
side note, I can't tell people's age like at all.
Really?
No one has ever guessed me to
How?
be over 18.
I
Like
mean, yeah, no, I would think we're the same age.
no, but people they don't guess that 18 or younger.
How old did you think I was? Didn't you tell me 16?
I don't remember.
I would have literally punched myself in the face.
I don't remember.
16 is disgraceful.
I don't know. I
Baby,
don't
I'm
remember
like
what I said.
grown.
And I'm grown.
You're grown. You're 21. I'm 19.
Yeah, but
2019. Ah!
I'm 21.
Oh.
Dang,
That literally
took
made
a
no
year off my
sense.
life. You just took a year off my life. I already lived 20. But no, like no one guesses my I can't tell people's age cuz we all look like children to me.
Really? I feel like all the younger kids, like I'm like, people from like high school. I see their Instagrams. I'm like, damn,
No, no, not your
dang.
people.
I was trying so
I'm talking
hard.
about my people. I'm talking about people
I said
like
a curse word. I
dang.
said damn.
Oh. I'm talking about people who are like I'm 2002. I'm talking about like
Oldie.
2000, 1999,
Oh
1990.
yeah, they all look young.
Yeah, like that's 5 year span of people like those people.
Yeah, I mean you can tell when they are old because they'll be like tatas out and everything.
No, I would never put my tatas out.
Not your tatas. I'm saying other people's
Not your
tatas.
specific tatas,
Not
silly.
yours specifically. Like with the others. I just don't like when men dress like that. It just irritates me.
That man did nothing to you. But yeah, if I was a werewolf, I would only tell my sisters. But what were you talking about? I interrupted you.
This is such like a about my brother being have powers,
Oh
but he didn't
yeah.
have powers in the end, and my mom made him come inside and tell me because I was freaking the f out.
Period. Okay.
But at least I'm a good sister. I didn't want him to like lose his powers and die.
What? No, you would have made him lose his powers because you
I
told your
was
mother.
sweating. I was literally like peeing on myself. I was so scared.
Yeah, but you inevitably would have made him lose his powers because you snitched.
It was either that or I just crippled anxiety all day.
She would have been foaming at the mouth because she couldn't tell a secret.
I was peeing. I can't keep a secret to save my life.
Mm.
Unless it's like I know that like the person will be like killed or like in jail for it. But if you tell me like you like slept with somebody, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna see that person, my eyes gonna start twitching. I'm gonna be like, I'm like, I have something to tell you.
Okay, so the next one, we're running through these pretty fast. The next one I have is: would you become a werewolf? Wait,
There's a lot of werewolf
hold
questions
on,
in here.
because I love werewolf and vampires. Okay, these are my questions.
Oh,
Would you become a werewolf or a vampire?
vampire,
You have to truly think. I feel like
vampire,
you're not thinking about these things.
vampire,
These are hypotheticals.
vampire.
You're supposed to truly think these things.
I've thought about this
through.
every single day of my life. I would be a vampire, 100%.
I'd be a vampire too. I just feel like it's like I don't want to turn into like an animal.
And vampires, they have like the super speed. You got the sharp teeth. I just can like picture me flicked up on Snapchat being like,
What? It didn't
on
compute.
Snapchat, like it would be called like vamp chat.
Okay, but here,
Just be like,
what
just
universe
got my
vampire
teeth
would you
in.
be? What universe type vampire would you
God,
be?
everyone's snapping me.
Like, would you be like which rules would you abide by? Would you abide
Oh,
by
I would
Twilight
be
vampire rules
no
or Vampire Diaries vampire rules?
Vampire Diaries.
Me too.
Honestly, because one thing about Vampire Diaries though, like they did so well on that show, but I never saw any of them kids in school. Maybe like once, and there was no way they let that Damon Salvatore guy in that school because that man looked old as hell.
They let him in because he was compelling people.
Oh yeah, I would be
And
Vampire Diaries.
presumably he was 26, and he was the one time he was truly in the school without compelling people was him working one of the supervising one of the dances, which the teachers were doing as
Yeah,
well.
I remember
So
that.
people weren't thinking anything weird about that.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would be in the Vampire Diaries world.
Yeah, me too.
I want to live in Mystic Falls. Mystic Falls is in Georgia.
Yeah, the actual
We'll have
place it
to
was
go there one day.
filmed.
Yeah.
It's incredibly racist there.
Damn.
Yeah, it would be nice, but like
This is what I have to say to that.
I just I think it. I don't want to visit Forks though.
Where's that?
Forks,
Yeah.
Forks, Washington.
Ew. That's all the way like across the globe.
Yeah, across.
Across the state. Same thing.
No, it's not. I want to go there because I think it'd be fun to visit.
No.
I think it'd be fun to visit like just the different places. Stare at the house because people actually live in the
Stare at the house just outside, like,
people actually live in the house. Like real people, like regular people live in that house.
whose house?
In Bella's house from Twilight.
You're crazy, Loca.
I'm not sure if anyone lives in the Cullen house because I'm not sure if that was actually a set or not.
That was a beautiful house, though.
But I don't think if I don't know if it actually
Yeah.
exists.
I mean, the open concept of it, oh my gosh. Because I want a house with no trees.
There were legit trees
No,
all
no,
around
no.
it.
But that would be perfect if there was no trees.
Just like bare land, like for miles, you could see
No, but those
everything.
are one of those houses like you can have trees. But if that was in like a
You
regular
are
schmegular
always
neighborhood, no
confusing
trees.
me because you're like, I want trees, but then you're like, but I like this, and there's
No,
trees.
okay, listen. If it's in a neighborhood, I want no trees. No trees in the front yard, no trees in the backyard, no trees.
What's your beef with trees?
I don't know. I just don't like the way it looks.
I love
My
nature.
family had a bunch of trees in our front yard and I
No,
freaking hated it.
I understand not wanting to live in those neighborhoods that kind of look like
Like they're in the middle of the
it's
damn
like no, like
forest.
it's a forest, and then they just decided to build a house there.
No, I don't want that.
But I wouldn't want to live in one of those houses either. But then there's like on the flip side, houses where like it's clear, but they'll have like two trees in the front
No,
yard and a few in the backyard, and it
it's
like
awful.
looks good.
No,
It looks good.
no, I don't like that. I want my house to look very like cookie cutter. Like
But cookie cutter houses have trees.
no,
Yes, they do. Practically every house
I
has a
refuse
tree,
to believe
unless
that.
you go to like I think my grandparents' house
For
when they lived in Nevada didn't have trees.
oh, because it's Nevada.
Actually, they had a tree in their front yard, but more cactuses.
Yeah, I want maybe a palm tree, but
So you want to live?
I want to live bougie. I want to have a big fat mansion.
So you want to live in like California or Nevada or something?
No,
You palm trees in Georgia is so out of place.
no, I don't care because I'm rich.
I
If my
see
neighbors say anything, I'll be like, "You got Venmo?"
I see rich people who have palm trees at their house, and I'm like, that's just like
It's just kind of
it
awkwardly
doesn't.
placed
No, it is out of place because that's not like a native tree here. Like palm trees naturally grow in California. They don't naturally just grow here.
in Florida.
Yeah, but
I would also
we didn't even
like
say anything
Florida
about
houses
Florida.
are cute too. They got like the screened in pools. They got
Oh
like cute.
yeah,
Actually, honestly, that might be cute. Okay, next question.
I only have one more question.
Oh,
Yeah, because
for once we're
somebody
making
was
good time.
supposed to bring some
I have a
questions.
couple I could just pop out of my head.
I have
Like,
a couple I could
if
just
you were a
off the
worm, would you
dome.
be a worm or a caterpillar?
Well,
I meant next.
my question is kind of like that. My question is, if you wait, yeah, if you could have whatever you wanted, but you always had to be on the run from that snail, that TikTok snail, would you? You didn't.
What's TikTok
You
snail?
didn't. You weren't around. Like that was literally last year.
A TikTok
I'll
snail?
explain it. I'll explain
Let
it.
me see.
Basic. No, no, no. We don't have time for that.
Oh,
We're filming a podcast. You're not supposed to be on your
a
phone.
TikTok snail?
I'll explain it. It was like this trend where like you could live forever. You just always had to be on the run because a snail was chasing you. And once that snail caught up with you, you died. And so people were making jokes about like how, oh, I would just put salt on the door frame of everywhere I sleep because if you put salt on a snail, they like shrivel up.
I would just put the snail in a cup.
That's what people were saying. Oh, I can just do that. I can do this. And other people be like, oh, I'd run from the snail, and then eventually, when I get bored of living, I just let it catch up to me. And so what I did was I took that concept, but I was like, everything you can have any and everything you want. Like if you want a mansion, all of a sudden you have enough money for that mansion. If you want
Yeah.
like to go on a trip to Bali, all of a sudden you have enough money to have go on a 2 month trip to Bali. Except the thing is you would have to be on the run all the time because the snail is after you. So would you do it?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be able to truly settle down. I mean, it just depends
I
because
mean, yeah. I mean, that's a difficult question because it really does depend on what you're willing to do.
but you wouldn't truly ever be able to settle down because the snail is going to eventually catch up to you.
But
So
what if I put the snail in a cup?
it'll eventually escape.
No, not a snail. If I like put it, if I like the snail's on the ground and I put the cup over it and trap it in there.
The snail is like programmed to come after you, so it's gonna find a way outside the cup.
Oh, it's like an electronic crazy snail.
No, it's not electronic. It's a real snail, but it's still like that's its one job is to come
Mm.
after
I
you.
mean, yeah, I still would, because then that would give me like a cool kind of
Yeah, but you said
thing.
you want to settle down and have kids and stuff. You'd have to be
Yeah,
on the
but
run.
in this situation, I wouldn't. Like this situation, I'm just like, because then I could, let's say I'm in Italy, and then I feel the snails coming, so I move to Greece, and then I move. I can just. That's actually kind of cool because I
How
can
long
just
do you think
travel
you'd be
everywhere.
able to stay somewhere before you have to leave that said place?
I mean, let's say I get like 6 months each time. That's perfect.
No, I think it would vary. Like if you start, let's say you started here, and then you,
Go to Italy. I
yeah,
got a good like.
you got. I think you got a few months before the snail can like,
Yeah.
because I don't know if the snail's getting on a plane or if it's crossing the ocean.
Yeah.
Because if it takes a plane, then you got like maybe like
Got like a good 4 days.
yeah.
I mean, no, I would do that for sure. Because then I could just travel. And then, like, I mean, I don't really know what my life looks past 70. So once I hit 70, I'm just like, okay, kill me. I'm
It's
good.
just like I'm good. You can. I'm
Take
done.
me now.
But where that so the first place you go with this snail money would be Italy.
I mean, I would go overseas, yeah. So I would go probably Italy, Greece, Bali.
I would just first go to California and like go house shopping. Like I'd like to go, like the
Yeah.
HGTV homes.
Yeah.
I'd go house sightseeing
I
or
would do
whatever.
everywhere. I would honestly go everywhere. I want to go to Australia one day, but I'm scared of flying over the ocean. So I'm good on that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I saw this thing where the plane went down over the ocean, so I'm not trying to die.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be easier to survive a plane crash into the ocean.
But then you got to think like
I
it's
mean, yeah, they gotta
crazy.
find you, so
Yeah,
that's like the
but
part. But
honestly, in my suitcase, I would already have like a pre-packed inflatable.
so have you ever been on an airplane?
No, probably in my carry-on bag. Yeah, I went on an airplane once or a couple times, but it's always been straight up to New York.
Oh, why were you in New York?
My grandmother lives there.
Oh,
Rest in peace, but she lived there.
it was just that she lives there and implying that she's alive, and
Nah,
then
she's
no.
dead.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No,
Now she's gone.
I'm
What
just
is New
kidding.
York like though?
New
I've never
York.
been to
Well,
New York.
I've been to
Get
both.
New York. You ain't welcome no more. You ever heard that audio?
What do I look like telling her good
Yeah,
morning?
yeah, that one.
No, I've been to New York City, and then my grandma was from upstate.
I don't know what that is.
Upstate New York. She was from Buffalo.
I've heard of it.
It's like hella close to the Canadian border.
Okay, cool.
So New York City was it's typical like what they say.
Like people are mean. Does it smell like
I mean,
pee?
I went when
I
I
feel like it
was
smells like
younger.
pee.
I mean, I don't really remember what it smelled like. I also got a broken nose, so I really can't smell nothing.
Oh,
But
okay.
I went when I was younger for a Broadway show.
Oh, period.
And then New York, upstate New York is like this is what this whole city looks like. Oh, it's very like small town vibe. Like upstate is like, God, like I love it. Like Lockport is where they lived, but they were from Buffalo, my family.
Mm.
But Lockport is like simply just like what we see outside, like small town, local shops until you get into like the bigger area.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmother lived on like a long road, and her house was right here. And then right over here, there was a 7-Eleven on the corner.
Mm.
So me and my brother used to like walk from my grandmother's house to 7-Eleven in like the middle of the night. Like whenever I go on vacation, my parents just really don't seem to care
They'd
about
be
me
like,
and my
be
brother.
free.
No, like we go to Orlando every year. and we do like the timeshare stuff. So we have like REI points. We get to stay at the resort, like the Hilton Grand Resort. It's so fun. Like they do a bunch of events. Like it's not like a regular hotel. Like it's bougie. And we go every year. And like every year without fail, my dad's always in the room watching TV without fail because he hates anything fun.
He okay, so he books for y'all to leave the
Yeah,
state
because
so he
that's
can go
so.
sit somewhere else and watch
But
TV.
that because that for him is fun.
I mean, I think okay, so
He just wants to stay in home, relax. That's his time to relax because he knows me and my brother. We go to the pool. We're always at the pool, always at the hot tub, and without fail, every single year we make friends at this. Like, you know, we always make friends wherever we go. So I still have friends that I still text to this day that I met in Orlando.
you know, one time I met this girl at a pool. I had my mermaid tail on, and me and my sister were swimming in our mermaid tails in the pool.
Nice.
And this girl walked up. She had like it came like you can get the tail and the top. We only got the tails.
Yeah, that's so
and so
bougie.
she had on the top, and she's like, I have one too. And I could obviously know she's telling the truth because she was wearing the top.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, why are y'all here? And we were like, oh, we're staying here because we're on vacation. You're like, oh, why are you here? And we're like, oh, she's like, oh yeah, our house burned down, so my parents are staying here at the hotel.
Bye.
I was like, oh,
Not my house burned down.
it was crazy.
No, but it's so fun. Like I just like I always have like core memory of me and my brother just going to the pool together. Like we would
Did
stay
you
at the
drown
pool. No, but one time we did save someone from drowning.
Oh, period.
Like for real.
She's a superhero in real life.
Yeah, no, somebody literally fell in the pool.
Ally.
And I don't even know if my brother would still remember this. Somebody fell into the pool. And it was like a younger kid, like 3 or 4. And their mom was standing like closer to like the breakfast bar area, but kind of like far away. But I guess the kid was probably just like walking around. And we saw the kid fall in, and we just thought like, oh, maybe the kid's gonna get out. But no, the kid started like going under, like bobbing. And me and my brother were both really proficient swimmers. Like we've been swimming since we were like little. My parents put us in class.
She's an H2O mermaid.
Like I can swim.
And,
I
love swimming. It's
me and
really
my brother,
fun.
I was like fully clothed, like in my vacation clothes. I had like my chacos on. I was like 7th or 8th grade. We dove in the water. I dove in the water and like picked this kid up off the bottom because the kid had fully gone under now. It literally happened. I remember it just happened so fast.
Yeah,
like
that's
it was
how
insane.
It's like,
and
it's
I
not
jumped
like
in,
splashing
dived,
stuff.
like grabbed this kid up.
Yeah.
And thankfully the kid wasn't unconscious or anything.
Yeah.
He had just slipped under when I dove in.
Yeah.
And I dove in, and he was like maybe like a couple yards away from me, like maybe 2 yards. He was in the deeper part because there's a waterfall, so he must have like fallen in. But that's like the deepest part of the pool, like maybe 10 feet or so.
10 feet is deep.
Like I don't know how many feet. Like
5 feet is like average. For
yeah,
a
no,
pool.
it was like 8, maybe 8, 7.
Okay.
And I dove in. And I'm swimming, like I'm swimming. I'm like freaking out because I'm like shit. Like I just saw this kid fall in.
Just cuss.
So, sorry guys. I'm swimming, and I get there and I take a deep breath and I dive down and I grab this kid up and my brother's on the side and he like starts like he like jumps into and it's like get him up, and my brother puts this kid up on the like thing and I'm like dripping, I'm like soaked, and my brother's like put him on the thing. And I'm like, okay. So we like pick this kid up. He had to be like 4. We put him on. The mother comes screaming, "Oh my god!
You're not watching your kid!"
And we're just like, and I get out the water. I'm just soaked. I'm wearing a t-shirt, like a tank top, jean shorts, and I threw everything I had on the ground. My phone, I threw on the floor.
Yeah.
Everything. I just like emptied out my like dove in. I'm sorry. Oh, I meant sorry. And I like pick him up and the mom comes over and she grabs me out, like she like pulls me out of the water dang near. She like yanks me out. She's like, I'm so thankful for you. Oh my god, you guys are my heroes. And we actually got recognized at that hotel for it. Like the next day, like that night we went to the pool and I guess the woman was there and told the guy, and the guy gets on the mic, he's like, we have 2 heroes in our midst. But I just remember like when I was swimming out to this person, just like the fear and like agony of like if I see this kid dead on the bottom of the pool, it's gonna like hit me horribly.
Yeah.
But people also don't talk about when someone's drowning, they start to struggle. And when they start to struggle, they want to like kick, they want to thrash. I had to like hold this. It was a boy. It was a little boy. I had to like hold this boy like super close.
That's
and
what
tight,
my dad had to do.
And I just like rocketed up. I also saved someone one time at the beach, which was insane.
Oh, that's crazy. Because that's the thing.
It was the waves. It was so bad.
Yeah, no.
But they weren't like under, but they were like boogie boarding and they fell off. It was a younger girl, maybe like 6, 7. and she had
Was she being
fallen off.
supervised?
Her mom was over by the shore, but that's when I heard that someone was yelling.
Mm.
She was like, "Help, help." And this is one of those beaches like swim at your own risk type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Because some when the lifeguards leave, that's up to you. Like
Yeah.
if you fuck
If it
up, that's on
happened,
you,
yeah.
literally. And the mom's like, "Help, help." And so there I am. I start sprinting into the water
She is the
and I
lifeguard on
dive in. I'm
duty.
swimming. But nobody talks about the swim there is horrible, but the swim back with the person is even worse.
Wait, did you do it on your back or you was like
I swam freestyle there. They
yeah.
were like 3 yards out, maybe most, not deep at all.
I can't conceptualize that, but
They
okay.
were like, here's the beach, here's the beach. They were like right here. Here's the beach, they were like right here.
Okay. Well, you're making it seem like it's not that far.
It was like I
Far
mean,
but
I
not
got there in
far.
like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Cause I was like, cause when what they teach you in swimming is like you gotta like cup your hands to go faster. I'm like swimming, I'm not even taking those breaths.
Ooh.
And then I get the girl because she's not struggling, but the waves are big, and so she
Yeah.
keeps like kind of going under but bobbing up because she
Yeah.
has a life jacket on,
Mm-hmm.
but she was kind of drifting farther from where
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
sandbank
yeah.
was. So I grab her, and for some reason in my head, I took off her life jacket because I was thinking that this isn't good. But when I realized in my head what I was doing, I put it on her backwards.
You put the life jacket on
Yeah,
her
I like put it
backwards?
on so like the straps were facing me because that's what I was holding her by,
Oh, okay, cool.
and I was swimming on my back, like flutter kicking back,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like pushing, and I was holding her on like here's my chest. I was holding her by her life jacket right here, and like
Mm.
flutter kicking back,
Oh,
and then I
okay.
get to the beach, and mom's hysteric. I'm always put in such weird situations where I gotta like my dad done that one time. One time we were driving, this guy had a heart attack in his car and was like veering off. My dad literally like parks the car, runs through traffic, pulls the guy's keys out, and starts CPR.
Y'all just be
But that's the one thing I'm always so grateful for. My dad taught me first aid and like safety from like the moment I was born,
mm-hmm.
literally. Like we used to do a lot of canoeing. My dad used to like purposely like flip the canoe to teach us how to get back.
If my dad flipped the canoe, that'd be it.
But you know
The
what?
trip's
Like I
over.
always used to be like, that's so stupid. But that literally taught me so much.
See, but I wouldn't. I
Like
most likely probably wouldn't put myself in this. Because I don't
yeah,
like being in small boats like
yeah,
that.
no, and like canoeing, I'll never do again. But it's stuff like
Like
that. Like
whitewater rafting.
yeah, no. But like I've been in situations where like I had a friend that fell and she had like a gash on her leg that was like really really bleeding,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew
So
how
you
to
cut off
like
her leg.
huh.
So you cut off her leg.
Yeah, literally.
Mm.
But like I knew how to like stop the bleeding. I knew how to bandage it. And like that stuff is so important because
Period.
if I wasn't at that beach or if I wasn't at that pool, but the woman also did buy me love this song. The woman did buy me breakfast that day,
Okay,
which was
cool.
like clutch. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, yo. I got back to the hotel. My mom was like, why are you wet? I'm like, mom, don't freaking talk to me,
I'm a
girl.
superhero.
I was like,
Okay.
mom, I just saved this kid's life.
Let me sit up because I'm just like.
But yeah, my mom like vacation's so fun for us because my parents just like they could care less.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
They
I'll
acted like
tell
they didn't
this.
even have kids.
Yeah, that's like this is the day we get to. This is the vacation we get to just like
And we would
act like
stay
they're
for
not
like a
there.
week.
See
So
that
my
I
mom just did
like.
not care.
I'm always I want to go on longer vacations because most of the time when I go on vacation, obviously I'm appreciative of going on any
Yeah.
vacation, but I just like the idea of going on longer vacations, which is why I want my honeymoon to be like 2 months. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'll tell this last story and
Yeah.
then we'll like wrap it up. And it's pretty quick because
42
I
minutes.
went on vacation. I don't know if I hopefully I haven't told this story in the podcast, but we were like staying at this resort in August for my sister's birthday trip, and at the resort. Sorry, it's a fly. At this resort, there was like three pools,
Yeah.
and no, four, and they just were different. Whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
four pools, and we had just been in this one earlier, and we had gone upstairs because we were getting ready to go to my sister's birthday dinner. Wait, no, 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 no. We were still at the pool. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And we just like all of a sudden we just see a bunch of people like coming out, like one of the workers, and we see this guy in the water, and we see people getting out of the water, and we're
Yeah.
like, oh, he must have threw up in there.
Ooh.
And it was an old man, so we were kind of like, how old are you to be
Thrown up in a pool.
thrown up in a pool, not knowing your limit?
Yeah, yeah.
But maybe he just never drank before.
Yeah. He
Um,
threw up?
he threw up in the pool, and my sister, and everyone else was thinking like, oh, they're gonna close the pool down for the day. They're gonna clean it up, yada
They
yada
didn't?
yada. Let me get there, girl. Let me get there. And so we are at the pool for maybe another hour. We go upstairs and we're getting ready, and we look down and there's people in the pool. And they were like, they didn't close the pool. I'm like, no. What they normally do is they don't close the pool. They get out all like the big chunks that you can visibly see, and if it's like a chlorine pool, they'll add more chlorine. If it's a salt pool, they'll add more salt. But they don't close them down. That's why like when you swallow pool water, you're probably swallowing like throw
Just
up,
falling like pee,
throw
poop,
up,
throw
yeah,
up, fart.
a little niblet of a turd
Ew,
on the
okay,
floor.
literally stop. That's so
Yeah, that's
freaking
how it
disgusting.
is. So like, be careful when you're swimming in these like public pools and stuff because
Hot tubs especially. If
like
you don't pee in a hot tub, like you're such a liar. Yes, you
and with that,
do.
that is going to be.
I've never peed in a hot tub though. I mean, actually, a couple times. Well, guys,
Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Jade.
and Julia,
I mean, it's not the Jade and the picnic podcast with Jade.
and Julia.
We hope to see you back next week, which will be a week for you. It will be later this afternoon for
Literally
us.
20 minutes.
20 minutes
Make
from
sure
now.
to check out our podcast. I mean, make sure to check out our social media. All of the link. Oh, that dog is so cool. All the links
Kinda
will
like
be in
Marley
the
and us.
bio. I mean, yeah, in our bio.
Yeah. We never even sat down to come up with an outro, so
Sometimes it's just random.
okay.
Well, we love you guys. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Bye.